Hey everyone, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for March 9th, 2010. This is Jennifer, also known as Ophenjen. I've got some fun stuff today and probably pretty quick because I don't have a lot I can show. I've been working on some gifts and I can't really show those yet. So let's see, we'll go ahead and start with some ATCs I've been working on. Kyterin over on LiveJournal is doing an ATC swap, and if you're on LiveJournal and you want to sign up, I think tomorrow's the last day to actually sign up. And there were 2 artist choice and 2 that had to be a theme, and the theme that I chose from her list was Earth. So this is one of my this is one of my Earth themed ones. So this is a batik fabric. All of mine are quilted because, well, I'm a quilter, so I quilted them all. All of mine are quilted, so I used a thick fusible interfacing inside, and then this one is actually one of the simpler ones I did. It's a batik, and then I went back and I used 2 threads on the top spool of my sewing machine. I used 2 threads, and I stitched over the design of the leaf shape on the batik, and then I put some leaves here. That was a stitch from my machine, and then I stitched earth using my letters on the embroidery of my machine. So that was one. That is an earth one. And this one, I realized after I did these that almost all of mine could be earth themed, but since 2 of them are artist choice, that's probably okay. This is my other earth themed one, and this is the ocean with the sunset, and I thought this fabric looked like little sand crabs, and so that's why I used that for the sand. And the funny thing about this is I live in Austin, and we're completely landlocked here. We do have lakes, but not anywhere near the coast. But I did live in California for a couple years with my husband and our kids, and my younger child, my son, was born at the hospital in Laguna Beach. So we did live on a beach at one point, so it's not completely wrong for me to be doing a beach scene because we did live on the beach for a while. So that's 2 of them. So my 2 artist choices, I did one that's a crazy quilt. This was actually inspired by some bookmarks I made not long ago, and this all came out of my scrap bin. And then I put a little, this is a dragonfly button, and I just used my jewelry pliers or my little snips, and I cut the button part off the back and I glued it on. And then this one reflects, these 2 reflect my personality. So the first one is crazy quilted, which is a foundation piecing technique, and this one has a quilted pattern that's all stitching, as you can see there. And then I put some flowers on it because I really want spring to come soon. I made a couple of extras. This was my first quilted one, which was sort of my practice piece, and I just ironed on a little bird that I had from, I don't even know where, it was in my button bin. And then this one was actually a piece of checkered off-white fabric. Can't really see the checks, and I used my stamps, and I stamped March 5th all over it, which was the day I made this one. And then I did some sort of spring stamp, so you can see pretty much all of mine could have been earth themed, but this was an extra, like the little bird was an extra. So that's my ATCs. Had a lot of fun doing those. I can't wait to swap and see what I get. Carpool crochet. When I drive to pick up my kids, I sit in the car for quite a bit of time in the afternoons, so I always try to take my crochet with me so that I can work on something for Linus. So I had some I Love This yarn left from the Star Newts project, so that's what I took with me. And you can see it's not done. There's a yarn hanging there, whichever side that's on. But so this is what I've been working on. It's actually almost done. It's a baby blanket. It's not really big. It's about 2 skeins of yarn worth, which is what I had left. So that'll be done soon. I put together the blocks that Crafty Little Thing sent me. This was also from the Star Newts drive. Star Newts, however you want to say it. She sent me 12 blocks, which was enough for a whole Afghan, and they were opposites. So you can see, like, this one's got a purple center, and then you can see this one has a green center. So they're opposite. So I just joined those with purple, and then I put a purple half double border all the way around. So that's ready, and that's a good size, so that can go to an older kid. And probably the neatest thing I have to show today is I got a huge box on Saturday from Mexico Post. And it was this giant box wrapped in plastic. It says Mexico Post all over it. And I didn't open it right away because I was gone most of Saturday. And I knew it was coming. It's from Janina, which I'm sure is pronounced much more beautifully with a Mexican accent. I pulled all the plastic off, opened this box, and could not believe what was inside of it. I cannot wait to show you. Let me show you the box first. This is the box that came from Mexico. It's huge. Inside of this box are probably hundreds. These are Tunisian crocheted blocks, which is why they're curled. Because Tunisian looks very like, here we go, looks very much like knitting. You can see the stitch there. It makes a really smooth, tight fabric, but they do tend to curl before they're in their final home. And they're just literally, I mean, look at all these. They're just a zillion. I can't even imagine how many blankets this is going to make. So, Janina, thank you. I'm absolutely overwhelmed by the amount of these blocks. They are definitely going to be in lots of Linus blankets. I'll probably need to get help with putting them together because it's really, I could probably work on just this box for the next 6 months and put blankets together because it is a lot of blocks. So that was really exciting and very cool. I have received blocks for Linus from, including the United States, from 5 different countries, which is just astonishing and really very cool. So thank you everybody that sent stuff. Our numbers are going up a little bit now, so it has been increasing. The donations just from my friends alone was enough, last month was enough to fill one whole order, which was really cool. So you can still send stuff, you don't have to, but I will always appreciate it because Linus means a lot to me. If you're not sick of hearing about this yet, my book proposal, the latest incarnation of it, has been mailed off to yet another publisher. If you guys haven't been watching long, or for you guys that have, I know you guys have heard this, so just feel free to go la 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 while I'm talking about it. I had a book deal and for about 6 months, from December of 2008 until May of 2009, and then the publisher, I guess, from what I've heard from other sources, not from the publisher, they did not tell me this, but I've heard from other sources since then that they were having serious financial difficulties, which they didn't tell me at the time, but they canceled my contract, so I had a book that was almost complete and no one to publish it, so I've been since looking for a new publisher, and I'm very, very hopeful for this one. I worked incredibly hard on this proposal, so that's what I spent most of my weekend working on. I got everything put all together and mailed off. And for those of you that have never done a craft book proposal, it's a lot like an entrance exam for college. You have to talk about why you want to sell your book, who's going to buy it, why the publisher should be interested in it, your background, and what makes you an expert, and all these kind of things, and as well as providing samples of your work. So it's a very involved process. There's no middleman. It's straight from you to the publisher. There's no agent or anything like that. So you're literally just sending it in blind faith and hoping that, you know, the right person sees it and will be your cheerleader. So anyway, that's all done. I wanted to tell everybody that last week's locations were very cool. Shay, recording in your car, that was awesome. Clumsy Cord in your basement, also fun. So if you guys want to pick another location this week, that would be fun. Or just, you know, anytime you want to do that, that would be really cool. I chose to stay here because I thought it would be fun. And you can see my sewing machine. This is my baby. Literally, this is my baby lock. I love this sewing machine. And there's a box right there that has all of my book projects in it. But you're not seeing that. Bye.